Stadium as these fans on the Plains are ready for a big-time matchup. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And first play under the lights, you had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
Lost to fire on second down. Got his man, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a crease. It's Tucker. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be
turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught over the middle. It's Keith. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. From the gun. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Auburn's going to... Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the 1st down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Oh, it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play fake. Throwing right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit.
Unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. At the 45 on his way. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. To the air on first down. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. Guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They go to the ground. Running to Breed. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
Yeah, and the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers once backed up in the shadow of their own. Touchdown, Auburn! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Using his legs, it's Tucker. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Heath. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy.
He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On the move, it's Pryor. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Oh, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The give to the tailback. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A little screen to the running back. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down coming up. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. Gets it down to the 33, they pick up... Down, got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Mississippi State right back to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off the play play before we head to the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Rush is on him. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people. And we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as it gets him down at the 37. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's...
Touchdown, Tiger! And the route is on.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off the play fake on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Takes the easy completion. Smashes through the tackle. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He'll do it himself. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks into the open.
They're trailing by 13 to New Mexico. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, the ground game. Across the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Auburn. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Mississippi State.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air on second down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. This time he's got him. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Looking downfield on first down. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They just keep firing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have... factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. They'll move the tight end. Rides to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle, Bucks. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Bobo. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got...
Oh, he found a space, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tiger. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising in times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Mills. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Mills. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6.
Second down coming up.
Wants to throw it. Slips a tackle. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. That's reeled in. It's Roy. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening.